Well, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, and much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got a man. It's Flowers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To give to the lone running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are. And now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I love the aggressive nature of the play calling there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. That's caught. It's Jamison. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. All out of space. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man.
He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown tie.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's moving out of the pocket. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
On the play. Fourth down coming up.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense changing the play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Just down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to scramble. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Scrambling away. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. You can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, the quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run it from the gun. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Sanders. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Got his man. All down, Liddell move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
From the shotgun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Finds his man. It's Jamison. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. On the move. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. Just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
On the run, fires downfield. Working on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Right marks their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the ground with the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Handoff from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Snags it over the middle. Alabama will get the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick release on the RPO. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something out.
The Tide will get the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he tacked on the extra point.
35, Alabama, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
And And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.